In this video, we will be exploring the theoretical concepts of Core Data Services or CDS, and which will be followed by watching demo videos and working on exercises. History and evolution of CDS. Previously, in order to consume data and database objects on SAP HANA, we have to use native SQL. Now, to access the data from a BAP layer, SAP came up with the concept of external views. External views worked as proxies with the SAP HANA views. Now, lastly, SAP came up with CDS. Now, with CDS, we really don't need to know what is going on with SAP HANA view, because with CDS, these objects at the database levels are automatically generated. This is the bottom-up approach. First, the HANA database view is created. Next, the external view in the ABAP layer is created. And for transportation or lifecycle management, HANA delivery unit along with HANA transport container are used. In the top-down approach, we create the CDS in ABAP layer first, and that in turn creates the database views by the system. So we really don't need to go into the database layer and then do anything there. The system itself takes care of creating the views at the database layer. Now, and for the transport as well, since everything is generated, we really don't need to bother about the HANA transport container and the delivery unit. Only the standard SAP ABAP transport mechanism takes care of transporting everything. What exactly is CDS? As defined by SAP, CDS is the infrastructure for defining and consuming semantically rich data models. And it's a set of domain-specific languages and services to define and use the semantically rich data models. When we talk about CDS, we have to refer to the DDL, which is the data definition language, and DDL is considered as an enhancement of SQL that allows us to define the semantically rich database tables and views, often referred to as CDS entities, and other user-defined types in the database. This allows us to simplify and harmonize the way we define and consume the data models. The enhancements include the annotations to enrich the data model with additional metadata and associations on a conceptual level, replacing joins with simple part expressions in queries. The ABAP CDS are independent of database system, meaning CDS views can be created regardless of whichever database the system has. It doesn't have to be HANA database. CDS data definitions, either CDS views or CDS table functions, are created using DDL. CDS views, which form the technical perspective, are based on CDS database views of the ABAP dictionary, and the CDS table functions are considered as CDS entities which are implemented using AMDP functions. The query language is used for consuming the CDS views defined using DDLs in ABAP programs as well as in other CDS views. OpenSQL has been extended to provide support for CDS entities. In addition, it is possible to query the CDS features supported by the underlying database before execution of the OpenSQL statements to enable alternative implementations. The DCL, or the data control language, is used to define the authorizations for CDS entities in a declarative way. The ABAP CDS authorization concept is a new concept and can be used independently or in combination with the classic concept. Whereas the classical authorization concept is based on authorization objects, and the authorizations are checked either implicitly or explicitly using authority-check ABAP statement. The CDS authorization concept is based on implicit checks automatically performed by the ABAP runtime when the CDS entity is accessed using OpenSQL. CDS views and CDS authorization objects are created from ABAP perspective in ADT, Eclipse, or HANA Studio by selecting the data definition or the DCL object. Next, we have a history or the features as introduced by SAP based on different versions of SAP ABAP. As of SAP ABAP 7.4 SP2, we had the functionality other than the regular ABAP dictionary views. It leverages the ABAP dictionary type system, supports all database platforms, and performs a similar function to SQL. It doesn't cover all the HANA specific features or SQL 92 standards. As of ABAP 7.4 SP10, SAP introduced associations and additional code pushdown. And as of ABAP 7.5 onwards, SAP introduced new inbuilt SQL functions, enhanced annotation support, table functions, and it's supported on any database. Next section, watch the demo videos and work on exercises.